How's it going, everyone? It's Abdallah here with a Nintendo news update. As you guys read the title, it says Nintendo Wi-Fi connection service for Nintendo DS and Wii to end in May. Now, this is quite shocking, and I wanted to spread the word about this news to everyone who's watching this YouTube video because it directly affects a good percentage of us, I would say. I'm going to read you guys the article that's online really quick. It says, as of May 20th, 2014, certain online functionality offered through Nintendo Wi-Fi connection will no longer be accessible. The discontinued services include online play, matchmaking, and leaderboards for many Wii, Nintendo DS, and DSi games. Alright, users can still play the games in offline mode, which continues to offer a rich gameplay experience. Online play for Wii U and Nintendo 3DS games will be unaffected, aside from the Wii mode on the Wii U and Nintendo DS games on the Nintendo 3DS family systems. Other online functionality, such as access to the Wii Shop channel, Nintendo DSi Shop, and video-on-demand services, such like Netflix or Hulu, are also not affected at this time. We at Nintendo sincerely thank our fans for their continued support for our company's legacy systems. Your enthusiasm for games made for these systems speaks to their longevity and the passion of Nintendo fans. And then they give a list of all of the games that are affected with all this. So pretty much anything that has online functionality for the DS, for Nintendo DSiWare, downloadable content, and anything for Wii and WiiWare. Anything online, you're not going to be able to do it anymore. Now that's huge. That's big news. You can see the list of games that are right here on the screen right now. And I know a lot of you have these games, and a lot of you guys have played these games online and continue to play these games online. Heck, Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 only came out, a couple years ago, and people still play that, but they're cutting it down. They're pulling the plug. Now, it's got to raise the question, okay, why is Nintendo doing this? And I want you guys to actively participate in the comment section below as well on why you guys think Nintendo's doing this. My personal opinion is thinking that, maybe there's a cost to upkeep the servers. Maybe it's just taking too much money, time, and effort to invest in old technology or old software that they just don't want to do that anymore. And we all know that Nintendo's not been the most profitable over the last couple of months, heck, even the year with the release of the Wii U. And maybe it's just a way of cutting costs. Who knows? Other than that, I think the main reason is to force people to play and invest in the newer Wii U hardware and software. Think about it. It's, they're shutting down games like Mario Kart Wii. They're shutting down Smash Bros. They're shutting down Fortune Street Online. They're shutting down all of the, I would say, Generation 5 and 4, and even like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the Generation 2 remakes. They're shutting all that stuff down so that you are pushed, or let's say forced, to purchase a Nintendo 3DS and get Pokemon X and Y, or purchase a Wii U and play the next Mario Kart 8 that comes out. And the new Smash Bros, heck. So they're kind of pushing us in that direction. And, it's a bold move by Nintendo, of course it is. But if you think about it, it will be an effective move, because now that the huge online community of Mario Kart Wii, they're pretty much forced to stop, and now they're going to go get Mario Kart 8. It's not like they weren't going to get it before, but now they're going to play on it. So that's very interesting. So Mario Kart Wii, that's one of the biggest things that it affects. No more custom tracks online. I know a lot of YouTubers and a lot of gamers love the ability to make their own tracks through the homebrew system and play those online. So yeah, that's going to suck. I know a lot of people love that. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, that's not going to be an online thing anymore. There's no more, although I didn't really use Smash Bros. Brawl because the online lag was just unbearable and you had to play to the lag. I couldn't do it. But you know what? It's not going to be there anymore. And I know that Project M, the hack of Smash Bros. Brawl, has been working on online mode, so that's going to pretty much cease. But you know what? Smash Bros. Brawl will still be a great game to play when some buddies are over, and Project M will continue to grow no matter what. It's just that they just cut off online. And I mean, it really wasn't that great to begin with. One of my other favorite games that it affects is Fortune Street. I mean, Fortune Street was an awesome game. That was really a diamond in the rough when it came to all of the Wii games, one of the most overlooked titles. It's amazing. And the real only reason to buy the game is to play it with people online. It's like Monopoly. It's Mario Monopoly with stocks and everything like that. And now it's going to be gone. And I'm probably not going to ever play it in real life. I want to say in real life because whenever I invite some people over to play that game, they hate playing it because it's like a good 2-hour ordeal for one map. But either way, that's gone. That's taken from me. And I know a lot of you guys are still playing Pokemon Black and White, Pokemon Black 2, White 2, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, all those games, all of the GTS functionality, which is the Global Transfer System, Global Trade System, all those GTS concepts are going to be gone. They are done, taken away from us. Now, the only reason why people like doing that is because of hacks, custom GTS hacks, tricking the GTS into giving you the perfect 6 IV shiny Pokemon, very simply with certain websites that allow you to do that. Now, getting those hacks will be a little bit more difficult because now you're going to have to hook up an action replay and directly transfer them to your game rather than, going online and doing it. But on a bright side, Pokebank will still continue to work because that's an app on the 3DS. But getting your hacks, your legit hacks or however many kind of hacks, will take a little bit more time now. Also, they mentioned that Netflix and Hulu will still be okay, and that's a good thing because Netflix and Hulu are things that I use personally, on a daily basis. I actually bought a used Wii so that I can have a Netflix upstairs as well as my Wii with all my game saves in the basement so that I can play it. So, what's going on with this? What are we going to suggest? Here's my suggestion. Here's what I would have liked to happen. If it's true that Nintendo feels that investing effort into older online capabilities is not worth the monetary effort, maybe they should resurrect some sort of ambassador program for those users who actually play those games. Think about Xbox Live. Although Nintendo's online functionality doesn't even shine a light to PlayStation Network or Xbox Live, it has always been a free service. Think about it. When I first used the Wi-Fi service, it was with Mario Kart DS, and that was very free. It was free. I would think I was like in middle school or high school. I don't even remember, but it was free, and that was awesome. While everyone in Xbox was paying like $50 a month just to play Halo. While I was playing, online Mario Kart, snaking against, everyone else online for free. It was awesome. And since then, every single title had free online play. Although it wasn't much, and it wasn't anything compared to, Xbox Live, it was all free. So maybe that's kind of catching up to them, considering the fact that it's a money. And you need money in order to develop games, to develop hardware, and to even develop all of these online functionalities, mystery gifts, or these extra puzzles in Professor Layton. All that stuff costs money. So maybe if Nintendo made it a paid ambassador service, let's say $50 a year or $4.99 a month, they'd be able to maybe make enough money to offset the cost of the upkeep. Maybe put a little bit of payroll towards upkeeping these servers and everything like that, just to go ahead and keep it functioning. I'm not asking for new puzzles or new mystery gifts or anything new. You know what? I don't need that. If you're at this point where you don't want to develop any new downloadable content for those games, or as far as online, that's fine. Keep it. But it would be great to still be able to play online with those if you make it a paid service. I would gladly pay Nintendo $50 a year so I can play Fortune Street online, or Pokemon, get my legitimate hacks for easy. I don't really care about Brawl much, but Mario Kart Online was cool. A lot of people would appreciate that stuff. All right, so throughout this whole review or news feed, we've been complaining about it. Sure, it's change. People don't like change, but at the same time, now let's put ourselves in Nintendo's shoes, because there has to be pros and cons about the whole thing. In order to make a valid argument, you have to have the good side of it and the bad side. So let's put ourselves in Nintendo shoes, all right? So recently, we know that they've been on the back foot with earnings as far as the Wii U. You know, let's just face it, Wii U's launch and Wii U's upkeep throughout the last year, not as planned, okay? They haven't sold as many systems as they wanted. A lot of the audience still thinks that the gamepad is like an attachment to the Wii. So marketing hasn't been in the right direction, and therefore they're paying for it. They're not selling enough systems, so now they're trying to find a way to move ahead. By shutting down online services to older games, they're forcefully pushing their audience in the right direction. You know, Mario Kart, for example, I was telling you guys earlier, the following from Mario Kart Wii is huge, and that game is over 6 years old. And now Nintendo is just pulling the plug and telling them that Mario Kart 8 is what you're going to be playing now. That's it. Of course, you'll be able to play it offline, but it's a good tactic. You know, think about it. You're going to be playing Mario Kart 8. You know what? Let's put the past behind us. Here comes Mario Kart 8. 10 days after the cutoff. That's so ironic. You know, same concept with older generation Pokemon games and Smash Bros. You know what? No more older Pokemon. Here, you know what? Buy a 3DS, get on the bandwagon, and play the newer games. And same thing with Brawl. It's like, stop playing online, look forward to the new one that comes out. You know, I don't really care about Brawl personally. Heck, I still play Melee. And it's over 13 years old and no online functionality. All right, so in conclusion, let's wrap it up with, yes, it does suck that we won't be able to kick people's butts in online Brawl or Mario Kart. And yes, it sucks we won't be able to hack the GTS in order to get that shiny purebred Pokemon easily. But think of it this way. Now we'll avert our attention to such awesomeness that is Mario Kart 8 on May 30th. And the new Smash Bros. When it comes out later this year. Heck, I would have loved to pay Nintendo a monthly fee to use their old Wi-Fi connection, but there's nothing we could do about it except turn the page, move on to the next chapter, and look forward to all the great new releases by Nintendo for years to come. With that being said, guys, let me know what you think about the whole shutting down the Wii and DSi's Wi-Fi connection in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed my view of this whole news feed, by all means, check out my channel. There's a lot more going on Nintendo. You guys know that I'm a hardcore Nintendo supporter, and I always will be, regardless of what happens. So, thanks for listening up to me, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. We'll see you guys on the next one.